Hi, I'm David.
Hello, I'm Rachel.
And welcome to Leisure Bit. And today we're coming to you from Viewforth Meadow CL, which is just outside of Barnard Castle in County Durham. Let's go and get our eyes checked. On our journey we were heading from Darlington and we passed through the village of Gainford and then the outskirts of Winston. You can get to Barnard Castle through a number of routes. Worth noting that Walton Bridge is closed, not that you'd use that with most motorhomes or campervans anyway. We're now entering Barnard Castle, and the garage on the right that we've just passed there sells various bits and pieces. We headed straight on over the mini roundabout there, and we're going to take a right hand turn here, which is signposted for Middleton in Teesdale. We're now going to carry on down this road for about a mile and a half. On the left hand side as we head towards the site, we're just passing the Red Well Inn, which we're going to go to for tea later on in the video. We head down the road for another half mile or so and then take a right hand turn signposted Kinnevie, and the CL's just on the left hand side here, not too far from the junction. Viewforth Meadow's a fairly new CL, and you need to be a member of the Caravan and Motorhoming Club to stay here. We were greeted by the owner who was very friendly, and the charge when we stayed was £18 per night, which covered up to 2 adults and your unit. So just take a little bit of a look around the CL now. So behind us you can see there's the 5 pitches, and you probably see the van on the pitches as well. It's a nice walk around the edge of the site here. There's some nice rehomed chickens in this enclosure as well. There's a walk around the perimeter of the certified location, which was really nice, with some mowed tracks to walk along. The road runs along the side of the CL as well as the entrance road there, so you do get a little bit of road noise, but nothing that really disturbed us. Dogs are allowed on the CL by prior arrangement and must be kept on a lead at all times due to the surrounding farmland and farm animals. The CL's surrounded by farmland and there's some really nice scenery. It's fairly exposed, so if the wind's howling I'd imagine you'd feel it here. The pitch we were on had a 16 amp electrical hookup. There's 2 gravel pitches currently and then 3 grass pitches. As well as electrical hookup, the facilities on the site include fresh water, wastewater disposal, including there a drive over motorhome point, an L-sand point, rubbish and recycling. There was also some levelling blocks in case you needed a little bit of help levelling up. We found it perfectly flat though. The owner's still in the process of doing some finishing touches to the CL, but has done a fantastic job of planting and things like that. Next we visited the nearby market town of Barnard Castle. Situated on the north bank of the River Tees in Teesdale, it takes its name from the medieval castle. Notable visitors to Barnard Castle include Walter Scott, Charles Dickens and William Wordsworth. And in May 2020, the then chief advisor to the British Prime Minister Dominic Cummings to check his eyesight. Barnard Castle offers a range of restaurants, pubs and takeaways, as well as a weekly market, various supermarkets, independent shops and antique shops, not forgetting Specsavers for those with poor eyesight. Well, here we are outside of Specsavers in Barnard Castle. I wonder who else has been here. Just wandering through Barnard Castle Centre now. Making our way down now towards the castle. As well as the main part of the town that we've just wandered along, there are also some more places here that are worth checking out. Rachel showing us the way to the castle there. See the sign down to the castle in the background. Just next to Barnard Castle Methodist Church, which is just to the side of us there. You just see the castle coming up now. And the church behind us. So we head down across the green to the castle. The castle's open from 10 till 5 between April and October, and then from the 31st of October to the 31st of March, 10 till 4. There's a small shop on the way in selling toys, games, books and cold drinks. It also sells guidebooks for the castle, and it's where you pay your admission if you're going in. English Heritage members get in for free. The current charge as of January 2023 for an adult was £7. There's some handy picnic benches if you want to have a picnic. Clearly it'd be better if the weather was a little bit warmer, mind you. So here we are in Barnard Castle in County Durham, and you just see the castle in the background there. I'm just going to head over this bridge now and explore this side. Quite a bit of frost on the ground. We're just past the middle of January now, and it's been pretty cold. I think between -3 and -6 overnight, so still a fair bit of frost around. We're just middle of the afternoon. Given the weather conditions, there were some areas closed off as they were covered in frost, and it would have been too dangerous to actually climb down some of the steps. Rachel's showing us the view across the river and up and down Teesdale. You can see the bridge over the river there with the cars coming across. Upstream to the right hand side of the bridge there takes you up to Upper Teesdale. We'll continue our wander around the castle. We're just having a whistle stop tour today to leave you with plenty of places to discover and explore. Head up the stairs now and go and have a look in this tower. Here we go. You can hear the River Tees running past below. We pop to that bridge you can see further up the river later in the video. We're now in the round tower. Make our way up these stairs to the top. So Rachel, what did you think of Barnard Castle's castle?
It's been great actually, and there's so much to see and do, and it's such a beautiful sunny day. What did you think?
Yes, it's nice. I've been here but not for years, and it's nice to have a look around. There's more to it than I remember. Yeah. Probably missed it last time. Anyway, let's carry on and finish our wander around. We'll have another peek out of the window. You can see the path round the castle down there. Have a look in Undercroft. We're just starting to make our way back now towards the entrance. The remains of the castle are Grade 1 listed. I'll pop a link in the description if you want to find out more information. Here's a little bit of footage which was taken just downstream where that bridge was I pointed out, looking back at the castle. There's a path that goes round, so if you don't want to go into the castle you can still walk around the castle. There's a nice green area just outside of the castle. Here's the church we passed on the way in. There's limited parking in the centre of Barnard Castle and it can get fairly busy. Here's the front of the church. If you've got any great tips for Barnard Castle, or Barney as the locals call it, where to eat, where to park, things to see and do, please drop them in the comments. After grabbing a quick coffee, we then headed for Bowes Museum, which is an art gallery in the town of Barnard Castle in County Durham. It was built and designed to hold an art collection and it opened in 1892. It's free to enter and walk around the grounds and dogs are allowed in the grounds. Only assistance dogs are allowed in the museum itself. As it was getting a little late in the day, we decided just to take Roxy for a walk around the ground and gardens. So behind us is the Bowes Museum, and unfortunately today the swan isn't working, and we were looking forward to seeing the swan. It's worth about £2 million, and it's a real good example of previous centuries' automation. When we visited, the cost for an adult was £17.50. There were some discounts available which took the price down a little bit, but we decided on this date, given it's January and it was getting quite late in the day, not to actually pay the admission charge and just use the grounds. After the wander round at the Bowes Museum, we then headed for Deepdale Nature Reserve. There's a small car park at the entrance to the nature reserve, but you could walk across the bridge opposite. That's the one we looked at from the castle earlier. We'll take a look at that shortly and we'll look back at the castle from the bridge. As usual, Roxy found some water to play in. There was various things alongside the path as we wandered along. We had a nice little stroll and it was a lovely little track. Roxy enjoyed herself as well. Here's the bridge we could see from the castle, which is directly opposite the place where we parked. We'll now have a look at the castle, looking from the bridge. We then headed back to the campsite through Barnard Castle.
Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright.
We popped back to the campsite and had a little bit of a relax for 10 minutes or so. That reminds me, I need to wash the van. On the way back we spotted that the Redwell Inn was open, so we thought we'd pop back down there to get some tea. There was a nice sunset just starting to take place at the campsite. It's about 3/4 of a mile down to the Redwell Inn. Worth noting, you can stay in your campervan or motorhome overnight at the Redwell Inn, providing obviously you're eating and drinking in the pub. As we had Roxy with us, we were going into the dog-friendly room rather than the main bit of the pub. It was fairly busy in the main bit of the pub, but we had this section to ourselves. I believe this room was also used as the breakfast room for the hotel guests, as there were breakfast cereals and other things for breakfast. So we're grabbing our tea in the Redwell Inn, which is just on the outskirts of Barnard Castle and not far from the site. That was delicious. It got quite dark while we were having our meal, so we headed back to the campsite. The following morning there was a beautiful sunrise, which greeted us when we opened the sliding door. When we initially looked, it was quite a fiery red colour and it had turned quite an orange colour now. It was very pretty. We decided to head back fairly early as the forecast was potential snow showers, albeit I don't think they materialised. So we had a final look around the CL and then got packed up and then headed on our way after a really enjoyable evening away. So Rachel, what did you think of Viewforth Meadow Caravan and Motorhome Club certified location near Barnard Castle?
It's beautiful. It's so sweet. The owner has put so much effort into thinking about the planting and where everything should be. We had a great long chat about chickens today, so that was nice. Beautiful, really good location and a lovely place. What do you think?
I think it's really nice. It exceeded expectations and a brilliant find, so really recommend it. Thank you for watching.
Hope you've enjoyed it.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.